Hi there, in today's video I'm going to extol the virtues of taking your best friend along with you on your camping trips. Yes, I do mean your four-legged friend, and despite the title, I'll tell you now, every dog is the best dog to take with you. I'm David, and I've made it my mission to share the joys of using the daily car or van as a microcamper. I use the family car, a Peugeot Partner TP MPV or multi-purpose vehicle, which we use as the daily runabout, but acts as a delivery van on occasions, and whenever I can get away from it all, as a car camping microcamper. Join me on my travels as I explore the UK and make improvements to my vehicle to make my camping better along the way. My real best friend and wife, Kim, is a stained glass artist and is usually far too busy to accompany me on my trips. But I'm not alone, as I have another best friend who tags along with me.
People have on occasion asked about my dogs and do they come with me, and yes they do. And this big fella here is Harvey, and he's about 13 years old, and he's a standard Schnauzer, aren't you? And you're gorgeous. And I'll put him down. Chester, oh shut up. This one, turn around. This one is my little boy, and he's Chester, and he's a miniature Schnauzer. So I thought I'd introduce you to them properly before I continue with the rest of this segment. Got to do that. Oi, you. What are you sniffing?
We were lucky enough to sort of inherit Harvey, and he's been a godsend. We couldn't have hoped for a better dog. He loves the car and he loves Kim, and he's mostly Kim's dog. He's been so good, in fact, that we decided to get another, only a miniature, hence Chester. Don't worry, Harvey will be accompanying me on some of the trips, but as he's getting on a bit now, he's quite happy at home hogging the TV remote. Chester, sometimes called Squirt, and on other occasions called something that sounds a little bit like Little Hit by the missus, is my little boy. A true miniature Schnauzer. He's very loving, devoted, not just to me, but also to Kim and Harvey. He's clever, and if you don't train him, he will train you. He has a boundless supply of energy. Oh, and he's fearless. He is a top guard dog, letting you know if anybody is about, and will stand up to any other dog, no matter what the size. Both dogs love going for walks, but Chester likes to follow me everywhere, and he doesn't let me get out of his sight. On occasions, in play, I've hidden from him, ducking down behind a sand dune or bush, thinking I've managed to fool him, only to turn around to discover him sat behind me. He's a ninja. Okay, I understand that not all people are into dogs or even pets, and having a dog tagging along is not for everybody. Unconditional love, devoted companionship, constant entertainment. Most of us dog lovers know that life is so much better with a dog. Spending time with your dog does wonders for your well-being. Research shows that owning a dog is good for you, physically and emotionally. Dogs make us healthier and happier. They can help us cope with a crisis, and if you are lonely, can even help you meet other people. Think how many strangers say hello on a walk, or who stop to talk to your dog. These people probably wouldn't come over and say hello to you in a pub. Dogs were one of the first animals to be domesticated by us humans. They think of us as being their pack, which is one of the reasons they are so loyal. People often refer to their dogs as the kids, because there's a reason why puppies seem so irresistible. A dog's facial features can trigger an innate caregiver response in humans. So the next time you can't stop watching that dog film, and I hope this video is included in that statement, realize you are being attracted to those big eyes and floppy ears because they are emotionally appealing. Now, although I'm going to great lengths showing off my little boy, I'm in no way dissing other dogs or breeds. In the past, I've had a Scottie, a Rough Collie, a Border Collie, and a Labrador. All have had their positives, and I've loved them all equally. I'm sure fellow dog owners feel the same way about the dogs they've had over the years. Right, so if you haven't run out to find yourself a puppy, or better still, a rescue dog, let's look at the logistics. Chester, being a small dog, does fit into the back of the car better and loves to sleep beside me. There's not much room in a small camper in winter when I'm not using an awning to boost the space. Unfortunately, I'm asthmatic, and dogs that lose hair can irritate my chest and cause problems with my breathing. It's not a problem with Schnauzers though, as like poodles they are hypoallergenic, though it does mean they need constant grooming. Luckily, my wife is very handy with the clippers. Dogs generally love car journeys, though sometimes they can, like Chester, suffer with travelling sickness. Some dogs do get a little anxious, especially if they have only had trips in the car to, say, a vet's, and associate the car trips with a traumatic experience. Mine always think they are going for a walk or somewhere exciting. And finally, Rule 57 of the Highway Code states that dogs must be suitably restrained while inside the vehicle. This is to ensure that the dog doesn't distract the driver and is less likely to cause injury to themselves or others if the car stops quickly. They also aren't allowed in the front passenger seat as they are likely to cause driver distraction. It can be particularly dangerous to the dog if the car has a passenger airbag. If the pet owners fail to adhere to any of these rules when their dog or another type of animal is in the car, it can be considered as driving without due care and attention and could result in a £5,000 fine and even lead to a court appearance.
Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you found today's video interesting and informative, and I just thought it'd be nice to introduce these two before we go off on our trips next year, because next year is going to be a cracking summer, I'm certain. Anyhow, that's it for today. Bye for now. Bye now.